Hey guys, so my crazy post run here going on. Just finished a little over 5. Wanted to give everyone a second to see that we're live and log on if they want. Of course, these videos are all stored on our Facebook page, so anyone can refer back to them and watch them afterwards. I don't know if they pretty thrilling videos, pretty exciting, but they're there for people who want to see them, which, I don't know, even if it's one person that helps, it's all worthwhile. All the uncomfortability that we all feel in doing these videos. And guys, seriously, like, in case you don't know, it takes a lot of courage to get on these live feeds. I give everyone who's doing them, Brian, Kirsten, Chelsea, now Brandon's going to join us, Brandon S., Yana, Lisa, everyone. It's kind of unnerving. It's really takes a lot of courage to do. So be kind if you can. And I know you will be. Everybody is that's involved in ROCovery. But so yeah, I did 5 miles today. That's what the training schedule called for. So I stuck to what I was supposed to do. Instead of pushing it, really just kind of going with the flow. But as I often do, received inspiration out there. Some of you have heard me talk before about running and what I love about it. It just clears my mind and allows me to get inspiration. I don't care what you call it, who it's from, even if it's just chemistry in the brain or something that I don't even understand. I get inspiration to do things, and typically it ends up being some kind of a fundraiser or something. So many of you know I'm doing a 50 miler on May 1st to benefit ROCovery Fitness, and sending our OES team, our peers, to Moab with the Phoenix, our friends the Phoenix, who are also doing some amazing online things too. And that's all been put on hold, unfortunately. Very sad about that. Moab, we all look forward to every year. And it'll be many of these folks' first time, and a lot of them couldn't really make it work into their budget. So that's why I was originally doing that fundraiser. I've done fundraisers in the past and stuff too, all based around either my kettlebell. I did as a fundraiser for my sister who passed away a few years ago of cancer. I did a fundraiser in 2010. That's why I ran my first marathon as a fundraiser for my then girlfriend's nephew who had CF and needed a lung transplant. And so inspiration for those things kind of came to me while I was running, and different things in my life. Just beautiful connections have been made through inspiration I get while I run. So today was no exception. I got to clear it with other folks as far as what I wanted to benefit and who I wanted to benefit. But, ROCovery was founded by one of our co-founders, Sean, and actually Patrick Mullen also was a veteran of the Air Force, and Sean's a veteran of the Army. And now we have another veteran in our ranks, Brandon H., who is always trying to call attention to the vast number of veteran suicides we have every day. As many of you may or may not be aware, we lose up to 22 veterans per day on average in this country. And so we're always trying to raise awareness, raise services, things like that for veterans as well. So keep an eye out. I have an idea. And again, it's all based around running and number of miles and stuff like that. So we've got this COVID-19 miler coming up on April 3rd through 5th, and I'm going to tie into that something for our veterans as well, I think. But anyway, more to come on that. I'm sure everyone will be on board with it, but I gotta check with everyone first. See, that's what these live Facebook feeds are really kind of dangerous, because people can say things that are not really fitting in with our model, but I know this does, so I'm not too worried about it. So anyway, 5 miles today. Again, nice, easy pace. I did about a 10-15 minute mile. Wasn't anything too strenuous. Felt really good. I think the 19 miler, I got to practice my strategy for the 50 miles and work on that pace. So yeah, it'll be fun. And anybody who wants to, I do a couch to 5K class leading up to our 5K in the fall all the time. So I've got a great program for that. If you don't run currently, that's a great one to do. My daughter's doing it right now. Before we decided to do the distancing thing, I started running with her on Sundays right before my couch to half marathon class, which we were up to, like, I think about 7 miles. It was our last group run. But I got a great couch to 5K program. I have a great 5K to half marathon program that we're doing. So any sort of, experience that I've been running for a long time, I am by far not an expert on it. I know just enough to get by, and I know what works for me every time I fall off and, start focus on weight training and then, want to get back into running again. It's like starting all over again. So I can really sympathize with that. With that plight of not doing a lot of running and getting back into it again. So I can help, I think, at least with some, amateur advice anyway, and getting you, up and running and giving you a little encouragement and a little hope that it does get better. So I always like to do that. I think that that's our main function, our essential service at ROCovery Fitness is, to provide hope to folks, and we want to do that. So along those lines, again, I want to emphasize that our peer support programs are still up and running. We're still providing support to folks via Zoom calls or FaceTime calls or, calls on just a regular phone. We're still connecting with folks in some cases, even more so. I think Kara's even more busy now than she was, before we went into this distancing mode, because people are reaching out, and that's a good thing. So all of our peers are obviously certified recovery peer advocates, SERPAs by the state of New York, go through, extensive training. We're always doing more online training. We're probably focusing even more in order to be a better resource for the folks that we mean to help. So, we're not clinicians, we're peers, but we're trained in, how to be a better support and respect boundaries and establish boundaries and all kinds of other fun stuff. So we put a lot into that. So let us help you out if you're in need of it, or if you just want to reach out and talk, again, send us an email, mail@rockcoveryfitness.org, call our center. We're still checking voicemails at 585-484-0234, or send us a message on Facebook Messenger, and we'll get back to you. Keep an eye out. We got Brandon S. coming up at 9:30 on Tuesdays. He's going to do his class. Brian's meditation at 11 o'clock, so helpful to me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know that a lot of folks tune in for Brian. Kirsten at noon, sharing and reading, is always inspirational. Chelsea, what can I say about Chelsea? Everyone that knows her knows what a total badass she is, and what an incredibly open and supportive person she is. Again, Lisa at 3. Hope everything's good in your world, Lisa. I miss you so much, and just thinking about you and your family every day. And then we got Yana on every day now at 5:30. I think it's 5:30. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyway, check our schedule. She's on there now. Yeah, I'm sorry if I left somebody out, but anyway, I've rambled on enough. Guys, connect if you need to, and remember, always inspire hope. Peace.